Welcome to NYNJPA Weather, your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic, and this is the weekend edition of a forecast discussion. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. We're going to start with the radar this morning as of 10:20 a.m., and as you can see, we have a lot of precipitation sitting up over the Ohio River Valley, moving back into the upper Midwest. Now, the majority of this rainfall over Pennsylvania is not reaching the ground. It's what we call virga. Basically, we have a lot of dry air setting up over the mid-levels. That dry air will eventually become eroded, but it's going to take about another 12 to 20 hours to do so. In the meantime, clouds will continue to increase today, and it will be cool because a lot of this rainfall that's not reaching the ground is going through a process called evaporational cooling. That's why our temperatures today are only going to be in the lower 50s for most locations. A few locations over southern New Jersey could reach 55, maybe 56. But the point here is that the rainfall is going to hold off for the most part through this evening. Can't rule out a few isolated showers, but for the most part we will remain dry, yet cool and a bit raw. Here's our surface map as of 10 a.m. and you can see the high pressure system is sitting over Lake Ontario. The center of this high will transition towards the New England coast and enhance the easterly wind that is currently starting to develop along the New Jersey coast and around Long Island. As these easterly winds continue to increase and develop, the marine air mass that is sitting over the Atlantic will move into the northern mid-Atlantic, and that means clouds, cool conditions, and just basically raw weather out there. Now, the warm front that's associated with an area of low pressure developing out in the plains will move to the northeast and approach the northern mid-Atlantic by tomorrow morning. I think that we're going to see our main steady rainfall for the next 7 days tonight into tomorrow morning. And then we start with this scattered in and out showery type of weather pattern developing over the region, which I'll explain in a minute. But the point here is that from midnight tonight through about 6, 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll see a round of steady rain that was developing in the Ohio Valley move towards the northern mid-Atlantic. That rain exits, and then Saturday doesn't look all that bad. Let's take a look at the forecast. This is the GFS model guidance from the Penn State E-Wall, and you can see our warm front is moving through New Jersey by tomorrow afternoon. This is Saturday afternoon. And you can see that for the most part, the high pressure system off of the Atlantic, off the New England coast, is moving to the east, and it's not really slowing down the warm front all that much. Earlier on in the week, there was concerns that this warm front would just stop right over New Jersey and it would just rain the whole weekend. Right now, though, it looks like that warm front is going to be able to move progressively through the northern mid-Atlantic on Saturday, so that by Saturday afternoon, the majority of the rain is going to be to the north and east of the northern mid-Atlantic by, let's say, about 1 to 2 p.m. Especially if you are to the south and west of New York City, it's going to be beautiful. Skies are going to start to break up a little bit, and you're going to have temperatures in the mid-60s. So all in all, not too bad of a weather pattern for Saturday. Now, behind this warm front, temperatures are going to be warm enough to create an unstable environment. While I don't expect any severe thunderstorms, there will be a chance for a few scattered showers in and out while you remain in a relatively drier weather pattern than being ahead of the warm front, which was originally feared. By Sunday afternoon, the cold front that was over the Great Lakes will stall to the north and west of the northern mid-Atlantic. That is going to be the key factor for the entire week going forward. But for Sunday, and for many it's Easter Sunday, and happy Easter, I'm expecting generally not too bad of a weather pattern for the most part. There will be a few scattered showers here and out, but it won't be a complete rain out. So yes, you will have to deal with a few scattered showers and possibly a few weak thunderstorms, but for the most part, most locations will remain dry on Sunday. In fact, not only will it be dry, but temperatures will rise into the mid to upper 60s in many locations under a southwesterly flow. So overall, Easter Sunday is not looking all that bad at all. Yes, you might have to dodge a few showers, but it won't be a rain out, and for most locations it'll be rather dry. Now on Monday, that cold front will slide just a little bit further to the south, moving through the New York City metropolitan area and parts of northeastern Pennsylvania. However, that cold front will quickly rebound as a warm front on Monday afternoon. Now, this movement of the frontal boundary is unfortunately going to produce a chance for a few scattered showers and thunderstorms. But again, this is not a complete washout at all. It's just, scattered showers moving through in and out. Some locations will get some rain, others will not. The general rule here for this week is that if you are to the north of this frontal boundary, expect a rather wet and dreary weather pattern for the day. If you're to the south, well, conditions won't be all that bad. Sure, you'll have a chance of seeing a few showers, but for the most part, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s. This warm front will move north of New York City by about 3 p.m. on Monday, which means that for Monday evening, temperatures are going to actually be warmer, temperatures in the 60s, and drier. So if you have plans going out on Monday evening as well, keep them, because although you'll see some showers in the afternoon, the evening is looking much better. So we move forward into Tuesday. That warm front is well to the north of the northern Mid-Atlantic, driving into northern New England, thanks to an area of low pressure over the plains that drives into the central Great Lakes. Now, for the most part, we can expect dry conditions on Tuesday and even on Wednesday. But the problem here is that now we are in a very warm, unstable weather pattern. And so any type of disturbance that moves through can produce a few scattered showers and strong to isolated severe thunderstorms. So for most locations it will be rather dry, with temperatures in the 70s for highs, but you're going to run a risk of a shower or thunderstorm each day. And if you're the unlucky person who happens to be moving under the shower and thunderstorm, well, the rainfall could be rather heavy, so just be prepared for that. And if you're living around a river that currently is near its bank or above its bank, like for example the Passaic River in New Jersey, use some caution and be prepared, because any type of rainfall that is going to be heavy with these thunderstorms will be capable of producing flash flooding. So just be prepared for that threat throughout this week. We're going to jump to Thursday afternoon, and what we have setting up here is a potential severe weather outbreak depending on the timing of this cold front on Thursday afternoon. Now, ahead of this cold front, temperatures are going to be very warm in the lower to mid 70s along the coast, possibly mid to upper 70s, maybe even lower 80s over portions of the Delaware River Valley and eastern Pennsylvania. So we're clearly dealing with a very unstable air mass ahead of this cold front, and depending on certain dynamics that's set up, for example, if a lot of severe weather develops over the southeast and southern Mid-Atlantic, that tends to stifle severe weather over the northern Mid-Atlantic due to mesoscale dynamics, which I'll get to in the premium discussion at NYNJPA Weather. Now, let's review this whole week. For the weekend, yes, there'll be a threat for scattered showers and thunderstorms, but it won't be a complete washout. The warm front finally moves completely further to the north on Tuesday. Very warm conditions and somewhat humid conditions can be expected on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. On Tuesday and Wednesday, there is a chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms each day, but that's because of the unstable nature of the atmosphere. Otherwise, you remain dry and rather warm, and most likely a lot of people are going to be skipping out of work to enjoy the nice weather. And then Thursday, watch out for the chance for severe thunderstorms. Thank you for visiting NYNJPA Weather as your weather source for the Northern Mid-Atlantic. I'm your meteorologist, Stephen DiMartino. Have an excellent weekend.